Hello everyone and welcome back to the Maker's Wardrobe. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kathy Rose and I'm so glad you've taken the time out to just sit back and watch and listen to me chat about where I am right now in my sewing journey. So one of the things I wanted to do today was just catch people up on what I'm working on, as well as introduce you to some things that I'm going to be working on. So let's start with Simplicity 8458, which I actually started making skirt A, but I'll tell you right now, I tried to do the bound buttonholes and it's just not, I'm not feeling it. This was a lot of work and it was kind of hard for me to do. As you can see, I started putting on the trim for the side of the skirt as well. At this point, I'm really thinking about just, I still have the waistband to put on up here, and I have to do the hem, but at this point, I really think I'm going to remove this and maybe just get another fabric for the front of it so I can continue on and make view A. So I'm still weighing that out. And I will keep you guys posted and let you see what I come up with. Moving right along, I pulled out of my stash. This is a Vogue pattern, 9288. This is a really cool cape. When this first came out, I saw a lot of people working on it on the internet, and I went out and bought it. And I've never actually taken the time out to read the pattern and look at it, but right now, I'm thinking about making, I'm going to share the fabric that I'm thinking about using. This is the other pattern that I pulled out. Now, this is from a little back in the day. I had this also in my stash. This is Simplicity 2508. I don't know if you can even get this. I think you can still get this one, but I don't know if you can still get this one. And I've always I actually have a piece of corduroy, and only God knows right now where I have it because I have a couple of bins of fabric. But I'm thinking about trying my hand at this, or maybe a combination of sorts. But I'm really looking at either doing this pattern or this. Maybe both if I'm ambitious enough. And I purchased, this is actually a polyester. It from Joann's. And it's gorgeous and it feels really good. And I know sometimes, a lot of people are like, well, poly, it's not real. The whole, it's going to last forever. That kind of thing is not a natural fiber. When I say it's not real, of course it's real, it's fabric. But it's not a natural fiber. But I really liked this. And I thought it would be real good to make a winter garment, mostly a winter coat. I also picked up, when I got this flannel back satin to line the coat. The cape actually doesn't have a lining. It doesn't come with a lining, but I may still line it just the same. I'm trying to show you the back here. Okay, so it is a flannel back satin. So I'm really excited to dive into that and see what I come up with. I keep saying what I come up with because sometimes I start these projects and they just don't go the way I want them to. And I end up just disregarding. So we'll see how it works out. This is another, the same kind of poly blend as the gray. This is a camel color, which I'm really liking. That being said, these two patterns, very big possibility I may make one in the gray and one in this camel color. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm still debating on how I'm going to do that. Okay, so next on the agenda is this McCall's 8147. Now, I fell in love with this pattern because of the bow on the blouse, and I'm really hoping that I'm able to do this justice. Any kind of slinky fabric, satiny fabric, I haven't quite mastered trying to sew this kind of fabric without having like little puckers up in here. So I'm hoping to be able to sew using like a really good Slinky fabric versus a fabric that has like a little bit more hand to it, like the two I just showed, and it come out okay. This, and I'm going to go ahead and do C, view C. Actually, to be honest, I'd probably like to do, not probably, I'd love to do C and B in this blouse. But anyway, that being said, I did pick up this black. I'm so sorry. I'm realizing that the camera is like, if I am using my phone and the camera is like picking up, it's a yellowish tint to it, but this is like a jet black. And then this side is a little shinier. So we're going to see, I'll figure out which side that I really want to, use. Next we have McCall's 8144. And this is a really cute sweater pattern. I like this a lot. I really like the cowl neck on there. And I'm thinking of going ahead. I've got a lot of fabric. I've got quite a bit of fabric here that I purchased. So I'm going to try to do A. I'm also liking C a lot. Of course, if I make it in C, I probably won't include that band that's at the bottom. And the fabric, I want to call it a micro fleece. Through on my camera a little wonky, but it is a navy. It has a really nice hand and texture make with this particular pattern, this McCall's 8144. Next up, we have McCall's M7847. This, now I have not worked with any kind of fluffy, like, fake fur fabric before, other than something that has like a little bit of a knot to it, like this fabric right here, which is actually what I'm going to make this out of. So this is the pattern that I'm actually currently working on, along with the skirt that I showed earlier. And the stage that I'm in right now is I've just got like the pieces cut out that I'm working on. And what I do is I trace my patterns off. So these are just the pieces that I've traced off, and this is the mock-up fabric that I'm using. It is a fleece that I had in my stash from, oh God, only knows how long I've had it. And I don't know, a lot of times when I try to make a mock-up, I try to get as close as possible to the, like the feel or the texture of what I'm about to make. And so this was about the closest that I had in my stash without having to go out and purchase anything, was this fleece. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, I have cut all the pieces out. I'm going to go ahead and make the mock-up and get started on doing the fitting for this pattern. And this is just a look at the actual fabric that I am going to be making that pattern out of. The McCall's 7847. This is the wrong side. This is the right side of the oh gosh, if my cats could get into this room, they would love this. It feels really, really, really good. I can't actually wait to get into it, and I hope I actually make it and don't just sit on the sewing machine just loving up on the fabric. I need to not do that, but this is really good stuff. The good stuff. I'm loving this. So just FYI, before I even decided to use the McCall's pattern, I actually, when I first picked this material up, this was actually what I was going to make, was this Mimi G Simplicity 8994. And then I went into my stash and I pulled out this burden. Now, I've had this pattern, you guys, for years. And so these were actually some of the other choices that I had for this fabric. And this, of course, this is actually made for this Sherba fabric. But I was a bit worried about the fit and thought the other jacket may complement me in terms of fit a little bit better than this one. Well, we'll see if I'm right. And hey, to be honest, I might change my mind and go back to making this. It's not, you know, nothing's in stone yet. I haven't cut this yet, so we'll see what happens. Finally, we are rolling into October, so it occurred to me that it'd be really cool to maybe make something a little different to wear to work. I have the white envelope out because I actually started cutting this and realized that the sleeves didn't fit. So I'm going to have to adjust the sleeves for this pattern. This is Simplicity 1459, the 1950s vintage dress, and I don't think I've shared this one with you guys as yet. Another option was this Simplicity 9464, and oh, wait for it. I'm going to show you the fabric. And of course, I wanted to have a petticoat to wear underneath it. So I'm going to more than likely do the Butterick 6530. Now, to do this, the fabric I had for this, picked for it, and I'm still leaning towards doing the Simplicity 1459, especially since I've already cut it out anyway. Not in the mock-up yet, but I'm still trying to do the adjustments on the pattern for it to fit me. And what I had in mind was to use this for the bodice, this for the skirt, and if right now, I'll give you a couple of seconds so you can kind of figure out. We're rolling into October, the fabrics I'm getting, and I'll throw one more thing in there. Ah, does that look get any hints? Okay, all right. So that's it for this week. I hope something I shared with you maybe sparked something in your sewing journey, or, you know, gave you some inspiration or idea. I hope I shared something. Maybe you've worked with one of these patterns, and you know, I love the comments that I got last time I posted. So I'm looking forward to reading some more comments. Please do leave a comment. Give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And you guys have a fabulous week. And I am going to dive into this stuff and come back to report and share with you guys. Okay, oh, wait a minute. I do have one more thing. Don't go away. Finally, this is the crochet sweater that I'm working on. And I already started the yoke. This is the back of the sweater. I started the yoke, and it started with a foundation half double crochet stitch, which is something I've actually worked a foundation crochet stitched a while back, but it wasn't actually on a garment. I was just, you know, practicing, trying it out. But this is the first time I'm doing this on an actual piece. And this right here it's considered a variation of a Tunisian crochet. It's called a linked double triple crochet stitch, and the instructions for it are right here. It's something that I've never done before, so it was really cool to try this out. And let me just get this arranged here so you can see. Just have the yoke opened out here so you can see what it looks like. And this actually is the second time I'm working on this. I never finished the first time because I think I had gotten some ways in it, and I didn't think I had the right stitch count. So we are going to work on it again, and hopefully this time a little more successful. Okay, and so this is coming out of a book called Top Down Crochet Sweaters. Oh, let me get out of the way here because I can see the shadow. So I really like this book. I actually sat and read, I basically read through the whole book and then decided to start with this particular sweater. Okay, so that is actually it for this week. I hope you guys have a very good week. Please do leave a comment. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. And subscribe if you're new here, and I hope to see you come back soon. And thank you so much for those of you who came back and just for spending some time with me. You guys have a great week. Bye-bye.